मैं जानना चाहता हूँ कि बहुत सारे मॉडल्स का कुछ ना कुछ यूनिक फीचर्स होते हैं, यूनिक वे ऑफ वॉकिंग, यूनिक वे ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन. सो अगर मैं नाम लूँ लक्ष्मी राणा, सो उनकी वॉक के अंदर ऐसा क्या है कि आज वो वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट इंडियन मॉडल है?
Lakshmi glides. Yeah. She doesn't walk. She's gliding on stage like a queen, you know, like a... You can feel her presence.
And what about Rachel?
I think her USP is her energy. Whatever she wears, she brings a lot of hotness to it, that's for sure.
And now Shimona.
She's just like effervescence of hotness. Little package, but she does such justice to the garment.
So वो कौन सा criteria है जो लोगों को fulfill करना होता है to become a ramp model?
The most important thing is to be so comfortable in yourself कि आपको कुछ भी बना दे and you can walk with that comfort and show the outfit with ease. I'm always looking out for a unique personality and everybody in the industry wants fresh faces.
There are 1, 2, 3, maybe n number of times जब पूजन ने मेरी जगह walk करी.
वो तो that's fine. If someone is not okay, someone's unwell, करना पड़ता है. People really have the wrong impression. There is no casting couch. I am saying that. I've been in the industry now for, I'm not going to name the number of years, but too many years. I've had so many models who've started from me. Some of them are even film stars now.
Welcome back to the next episode of Talk and Talk with Manu and Zender. So guys, आज हमारे साथ हैं the biggest model maker of India, the great Poojan Kapoor Sharma.
That's quite an introduction. I'm not so big, but anyway.
So Poojan, everybody wants to become a model.
Yeah.
बहुत सारे अलग-अलग तरीके के faces and body type आजकल इंडस्ट्री एक्सेप्ट करने लगी है.
That's true.
आप ऑडिशंस में भी रहते हैं, आप बैक स्टेज पे भी रहते हैं, आप बुक भी करते हैं मॉडल को. तो वो कौन सा क्राइटेरिया है जो लोगों को फुलफिल करना होता है टू become a ramp model?
Yes, ramp is my forte, so I'll speak about that. Now, of course, like you say, actually, आज के ज़माने में everybody is in fit shape. Everybody is well groomed, right. Whether you're on the ramp, whether you're not on the ramp. But to be able to be a good model, you have to have it in you. I think the most important thing is to be so comfortable in yourself कि आपको कुछ भी बना दे and you can walk with that comfort and show the outfit with ease. The minute you're conscious of what you're wearing, you lose the purpose. So the ones who are going to do well on the ramp are those who are firstly most comfortable and love themselves. Everybody loves themselves, but I don't mean it like that. Who love who they are and what they bring out. Because there are boys who are made to wear lehengas. There are girls who are made to wear menswear. It's all very fluid now. But it should not come across on your face. You should be able to carry that with that fluidity. If you are able to do that, you're a successful model. It's the ease and the comfort on the ramp. बहुत सारे लोग बहुत conscious हो जाते हैं ramp पे आते ही.
Obviously, अगर कोई newcomer होगा, पहली बार show कर रहा है, to see all the big models and see all the designers can get conscious. What they can do before coming to the show or before coming to the audition?
The first thing I want to tell anyone who is, you know, like you're the one new model in a group of all these seasoned models, people you've seen everywhere, and अब आपकी बारी है. Don't be scared. Understand you're there only because you have something. The newness in you is why I've brought you here. I'm always looking out for a unique personality. And everybody in the industry wants fresh faces. But they don't want fresh faces who are going to be useless on ramp. The younger generation is getting smarter, of course, and there are many more confident people than there used to be. But if you're a newcomer, you're there because you have something in you and you can be the next big person. So that's the first thing. Don't get intimidated.
चलो अगर suppose आपको एक model का face and body type is perfect for the ramp and everything is good, but then she or he is becoming a bit conscious and आज उसका पहला शो है. What do you gonna tell him or her कि अच्छा तुम्हारे पास अभी 15 मिनट है, तुम वहाँ पीछे जाओ, कुछ सोचो, meditation
करो. So I do that a lot.
वो क्या कर सकते हैं?
वो पता चल जाता है, you know, when the show is starting. I mean, at least I can figure it out with so many years of experience. So I will take the model aside. I will sit down and talk to the model and make the model wear the outfit and say, okay, walk with me. Show me what you're going to do on stage. Show me how you're going to pose. आपको याद है rehearsal में ये बोला. I'll revise everything. I'll make that person so comfortable. And then what I do is before, so I'm in a show, I'm right at the entry point, right? I'm the one queuing the models. Right. I spend time with every model who has to enter. I don't allow a crowd behind. I let that be that person's space because then you're in a bubble. It's you and that garment and nobody else. That's the calmness you have to bring in. So that's the advice I do. Before anyone enters, I speak to the person. All of you have walked with me.
I can really tell this कि ये बात बिल्कुल सच है कि पूजन से ज़्यादा helpful मुझे इस industry में आज तक कोई मिला. There are 1, 2, 3, maybe n number of times जब पूजन ने मेरी जगह walk करी.
Oh, so that's fine. That is of course okay. That also I do. If someone is not okay, someone's unwell, करना पड़ता है.
So guys, ये एक बहुत बड़ा मिथ हम बस्ट कर रहे हैं कि बहुत सारे लोगों को लगता होगा कि मॉडलिंग इंडस्ट्री बड़ी बिची होती है, कास्टिंग काउच होता है, ये होता है, वो होता है. You see this. Here is Poojan, here is me, here is Xander. Everyone is so friendly.
Yeah.
Everyone is so welcoming, so friendly.
People really have the wrong impression. There is no casting couch. I am saying that. I've been in the industry now for, I'm not going to name the number of years, but too many years. I've had so many models who've started from me. Some of them are even film stars now. Everyone starts the same way. Everyone does the ramp. Some of them are successful. The ones who are dedicated are successful. That of course we'll say later. But what I want to say now is there is zero. मैं book करती हूँ models. मुझे पता है. I have to understand what my choreographer or my designer wants.
Right.
And that's how I pick the models. You don't have to be extra. Please don't be extra friendly. I don't think that's a criteria.
Yeah.
You don't need to give gifts to anybody. You don't need to take any other further steps. You don't need to socialize and, be on a dance. I don't know if all these things exist because I've never done it and I've never booked a model for those reasons.
Yeah, these things exist, but these things doesn't help you with your growth.
To grow. You may get one show, but it will not help you grow. You grow with your own potential.
So basically, अगर एक audition आ रहा है, FD से एक audition आ रहा है, फिर लैक्मे का audition आ रहा है, and then the model is somebody who is a new and want to become a model. So पहली चीज तो है कि they have to be confident, they have to be comfortable with the clothes. Second, और कुछ वो practice करके आ सकते हैं, what they can practice.
Actually, किसी को कुछ practice नहीं करना चाहिए. That is where they go wrong. What you need to do is look at yourself in a mirror in front of you, walk towards the mirror. You are your best judge. आपको दिखेगा कि मैं कुछ ऐसा चल रहा हूँ या मैं कुछ ऐसे you don't need anything extra. For a ramp show, you need to walk absolutely straight and the way you are. There are so many people who come in and I have to say, stop it, don't do that. Boys tend to come and do some strange things like that. You don't need to do anything. You just need to come and be who you are. Show the garment. आपको कुछ acting नहीं करना है उसमें. आप dance troupe में नहीं हो. आप model हो. Just walk. You just have to have a smooth walk.
Good point. In front of mirror, walk and see yourself. Maybe they can film also, right? They can,
yes, you should.
Do it for the mobile and then
you should film yourself. Be your best critic yourself. And yes, because you're in the industry, you like certain models. उनके YouTubes देखो, उनके walks देखो. That is only to imbibe. ये ऐसे चलते हैं. अच्छा इसका shoulder ऐसे है. अच्छा ये ऐसा step रखता है when he stops. Try it. But if you're not comfortable, you don't have to do it. You have to find a unique person. Each model whom I work with has his or her own uniqueness. Everyone cannot be a clone. It doesn't work.
Any particular kind of clothes a model should wear on the audition?
For auditions, it is very important.
Yeah, sometimes they mention the clothes, but then also it is very, black t-shirt, blue jeans, shorts, ऐसे ही कुछ बोल रखा होता है. It is not very described.
So being in the industry, all I'll say is whenever you go for a casting, you're going as a model. Don't go dressed like you've just gotten out of bed. Go dressed as a model. You have to have a certain sense of neatness. You have to be wearing clothes that exhibit your body in the correct proportions. I don't mean show your skin. No, but a girl cannot be wearing like a loose dress and going for modeling. It doesn't help you. Wear a smart tank top. Wear a nice skinny fit jeans. I'm not saying wear a tiny top and just, tiny shorts. We don't ask for that. Same for the boys. Go in a t-shirt. Go in a nice fitted t-shirt. You worked in the gym.
Right.
You want the world to see your body, right? You want to show how fit you are. So do that. Don't go in a loose rolled up shirt. You don't need to take off your clothes anywhere. Nothing of that kind. Just go where people can see you and figure out, oh, that's a good body. That's well proportioned. That's a neatly turned out person. You don't have to do extra makeup. You don't have to do extra gel. Nothing. Just be neat.
Any particular color of clothes?
I don't think, but in general, white with jeans or black. I think these are two neutral colors so that the focus doesn't shift on something else. It stays on you. That's the idea.
अगर एक कोई हल्का सा बल्की है तो उसको कौन सा कलर पहनना चाहिए, बहुत कोई स्किनी है तो उसको कौन सा कलर पहनना चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ विजुअल में कुछ फर्क पड़ता है?
Nahin.
You have been auditioning so many people.
No, so that's what I'm saying again. When you are coming in for a casting, you know who you are. I know I'm a big person. If I'm going for a casting, I have to know that. I can't pretend to be the same as someone who's a size 6. I'm not. I am this big person, and I've come to show you a big person can walk just as well. Or if I'm a very short person, or if I'm a very thin person, it's the confidence. I want to show you that, मैं पतला हूँ, लेकिन watch me on the ramp, and you can't take your eyes off me. That should be your attitude. You have to win over the people with your personality.
Right. And what about the eyes? The eyes should look on the judges, or if there are 3-4 judges, like they should smile, they should not smile.
So when you're walking the ramp, you have to understand what you're going for. If you're going for a pret show, then your walk is straighter and it's more casual. You could break into a smile. If you're going for a couture show, the garments are more serious, they're heavier. You have to have that background. Do your little history and go. You walk accordingly. Now, in terms of looking at the person, you obviously look straight ahead, because if you're confident, I'm confident, I'll look at you in your eyes.
Yeah. Even in the auditions as well.
Yes, in the audition, you walk. So you don't keep staring at the person. You don't shift too much around like that. Right. Walk straight. And when you hit, because it's one-on-one with the judges, look at them. Give them a small smile. Yeah. Not a teethy smile. They just have to see that you're cool and comfortable. Right. Is the mantra to choose a model.
पूजन, आप है ना सारे shows में closely देखते हो, from the rehearsal to the show, everything. मैं जानना चाहता हूँ कि बहुत सारे मॉडल्स का कुछ ना कुछ यूनिक फीचर्स होते हैं, यूनिक वे ऑफ वॉकिंग, यूनिक वे ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन, जो लोगों को पसंद आते हैं, ताकि उनको वो लोग बार बार में बुक करते हैं, और दैट्स व्हाई दे बिकम ए सुपर मॉडल. सो अगर मैं नाम लूँ लक्ष्मी राणा, सो उनकी वॉक के अंदर ऐसा क्या है कि आज वो वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट इंडियन मॉडल है.
Lakshmi really deserves to be right where she is. Yeah. She's someone I've seen from her first shows to where she's arrived. As always, confidence was her biggest thing. Lakshmi glides. Yeah. She doesn't walk. She's gliding on stage like a queen, you can feel her presence. There is so much presence on the ramp because she is so composed. She's fully there. Everything is perfectly placed. The expression is correct. And she's gliding on ramp. You won't feel it's a walk. It's literally like she's on a conveyor belt and walking. And about Lakshmi, I've seen her backstage, whether it was her first few shows or her shows now. Her professionalism, whatever her outfit may be, she will come backstage firstly. A lot of big models don't do that. Once the alteration is done, they feel it's fine, they'll come only to wear the outfit. Lakshmi will make sure she will come back, she will recheck her garments to see they actually fit her. Why is she doing that? So that she's not uncomfortable on stage. No one's realizing that.
Even I never did it.
So you need to do that.
जो भी अच्छा सब Xander ने किया.
But Xanders are also one of my favorite models, by the way. Very professional, very, very professional. But coming to Lakshmi, not only will she check her garments, she will then, like if you have an Indian outfit and you have a drape, she will stand in front of a mirror, put the drape one style, try it, put the drape another style, try it. So she works on her garments, so that by the time she comes for the ramp on stage, where there's very quick changes, there's nothing left to chance. She is fully prepared, her garment fits her well, her drape she's worked, she's figured out when she stands, where and now it's become a part of her. She's right on top for a reason. Right. So professional.
And what about Rachel?
Rachel Barros is this vivacious Bangalore girl. I think her USP is her energy. Whatever she wears, she brings a lot of hotness to it, that's for sure. Again, she's someone who's very comfortable with what she's wearing, and she just has this aura of happiness around her. I think that's what works for her. Very hot girl though. Rachel is very, very interesting.
And now Shimona.
Shimona Nath. My sweet little Shimona Nath is a little package of energy. So that's the thing. Now, all the names you've taken, everybody has their own uniqueness.
Because everybody is so famous, and then people want to know that what are their few qualities which have made them famous.
Yeah, Shimona also is, see, for all three, the common factor is their confidence in themselves. Shimona also she's just like effervescence of hotness. Little package, but she does such justice to the garment. You give her an Indian outfit, you give her a Western outfit, you give her a swimwear, whatever you give her, she looks comfortable in it. She walks with ease. She doesn't have so many years of experience, but you can't say it. It's just within her. She just walks with so much ease and will exhibit the outfit in such a way that it shows the parts that the designer wants. That's why she's a favorite. Like, she knows what the designer wants to show in the outfit, or she'll do justice to that.
Obviously, there are so many male audience as well of our channel. So let's talk about Bardeep.
Bardeep is a fabulous model. So good looking. His biggest fortune is his face, of course. Right. Once you see Bardeep's face, that's it. Right? So he's blessed. He's also blessed with a lot of calmness, rather too much of calmness. Now Bardeep has changed a lot. He's chiseled his body. He's very focused. There's a big difference I've seen. I think the day Bardeep joined just for the lark of it, the day he decided that, he started working towards it. His whole attitude changed. For him, it was a huge attitude change. Right. From what he was to what, there's a lot of difference, and that's worked for him. There's focus. His walk is very casual. Like there's a lot of ease in his walk. Casually very cool. So he's good.
There is one good friend of mine, Tony Luke.
Tony Luke is now doing movies, isn't he?
Yeah, he's actor now, but then...
Tony, I've done shows with Tony. I was very, very, very fond of him. Very disciplined guy. That's what I know. Mm-hmm. I've done shows with him a while ago. Yeah. Very disciplined guy, a pleasure to work with. So he was not the kind of model who is sitting in a corner chatting, gone out for a smoke, doesn't know what's happening. Very, very focused, always knew what he's doing. A well-mannered, turned-out boy. And he would work hard, and that is, I think he shifted to movies now. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's doing movies.
He's doing but he was always a pleasure to work with. Long time ago, I worked with him.
And now
Xander Martin is unique in his look. That's the first thing. Yeah. And he also is very professional. Xander always looks like a model. He makes that effort. Whether he's there for a rehearsal, whether he's there for a party, whether he's there for the show, for the day, whatever, you can see that's a model standing there. It's always very well turned out. He's always standing straight.
With the bags and also.
With all his accessories and everything. We borrow his accessories.
एक दिन Xander बैग लेके आया, बड़ा सारा बैग, मैंने कहा बहुत अच्छा, पता नहीं क्या लाया है.
Accessories निकली होंगी.
I opened it, कागज भरा हुआ था.
Really?
नहीं, but that's how you look good.
Oh, to hold the bag together.
Yeah, just to get the...
No, but that's what he always...
Yeah, that is important, that you are a model.
Exhibit yourself as a model. Yourself. Yeah.
The designers, everybody wants to see how you look with the bag.
Yes, so exactly. No, and also, you see, I may find someone nice where I'm out even having a coffee. It's how that person is standing. It's how that person's conducting him or herself. So if you want to be a model, it doesn't have to be only in the audition room. Once you've made it through, it doesn't have to be that now we're giving out garments. A lot of times what happens is when the newer models are standing, they see the senior models, standing very casually and all, and they also don't do that. That's what I tell all the younger girls and boys. When a designer is looking in a room of 40 people who to give the garment to, he starts giving garments to people he finds attractive for his clothes. So if he runs his eyes and there you are, like not bothered, he's going to pass you on and look at that person who's standing, holding like a model, girl, boy, whatever, but is standing like a model, standing tall. He's like, this one. So you can be at the end of the line, but get picked up to start an outfit. It's how you've conducted yourself.
See, so many resourceful insights for everybody we got. That having a good body is something which everybody has.
Everybody has nowadays.
Plus size models भी आ गए हैं, तो वो उसका कुछ रह नहीं गया है. Height criteria, we have talked about models who are...
They also are there.
Of all the heights. So, height criteria नहीं है, body का इतना criteria नहीं है. The criteria is that all of these things, which is important. Professionalism, आप कितना प्यार करते हो अपने profession से.
Exactly. It is a profession you've chosen. Worship it and do full justice to it. For me, I can turn around and say, I'm doing the same thing now for so many years. But for me, every project that I do, there's a prayer before it. There's a focus on it because it's a new project for me and I have to do it to my best. I can't sit back and think, ho jayega, isme kya hai, ye to karte hi hain. It cannot be that attitude. So for you as a model, it's what you've chosen to do.
Yeah, the fashion week is hectic. You have to be on your toes. You have to be model every second.
Every second be a model. Even if you're going to watch a show, have that little extra drum. Okay, so if you're going to watch a show and you've not made it in to the backstage, but you've made it to the audience, have that little extra bag with paper in it. It may be no, you have to have that little extra quality. True. That in an audience, we come out, the designer comes out, a stylist is there in the audience. Everybody should, whenever you step out, it should be like, whoa, who is that? There are people I go up to and say, where are you from? Would you like to model? There are. So always, you want to be a model? Be a model. It should be in your blood. But don't overdo it. Don't be melodramatic. Don't be over dramatic. It should be very stylized. And styling is not what others are doing. What is comfortable to you? You have to create your own style. That's important.
Let's talk about now, last but not the least, Manu Bora.
Manu Bora, okay, by the way, Manu Bora, most good-looking guy, where again got most of his shows for his face. Then he had the height. Then he walked well. Everything perfect. You've been right on top. Yeah. Everybody has right to take you in every show because you had the package correct. The only reason where he stopped working was when he chose his profession, which I think was for the right reasons. So it is not that we left Manu left us, walked out to another field. हम बैठे देखते ही रह गए. Abhi bhi, if Manu says, I'm ready to do a show, I will make a call and say, okay, Manu's available for a show. Would you like to take him? He's still there.
I love fashion week. मजा आता है मुझे.
I also love fashion week. The energy is killer.
So जैसे कि हम जानते हैं कि आज की डेट में फैशन इतना आई थिंक आज की डेट में सबके सर पे ही बैठा हुआ है आई थिंक एंड एवरी प्रोफेशन में सबको एक बार ट्राई करना है मॉडलिंग.
Yes, you could say that.
Everyone's like कि मैंने समटाइम ऐसा देखा भी I have a good face, I should try for modeling. But maybe it's good for the shoots. आप बताइए कि रैम्प के लिए एक अच्छे फेस के अलावा क्या चीज़ें इंपॉर्टेंट होनी चाहिए और ये ज़रूरी है एक अच्छा मॉडल आपको बनने के लिए ताकि आपको डिज़ाइनर्स आपसे इम्प्रेस हो, आपको बुक करें, फैशन वीक्स आपको बुक करें.
Like I said before, you have to have a fit body, mostly. I mean, there is inclusivity, but inclusivity is still beginning. It's not going to be there in every show. If you want to be a regular model, you have to be someone who, in some form of, it could be yoga, it could be dancing, it could be the gym, but you have to have a fit, healthy body because you are basically a moving mannequin who has to exhibit a garment. The garment is bigger than you, but you have to do justice to it. I will say I have a good face, he has a good face, she has a good face. Everybody is beautiful to me. There's nobody, yes, you are handsome, so you think, oh, I'm very handsome and others are not, but everybody is beautiful. If everybody is well kept, clean, comes out neatly, is in good health and good fit shape, can be a model, is what I would say. That's the one thing. The walk is very, very important, is the most important thing for ramp. So practicing your walk or seeing how you walk and honing your skill there is very, very important. You cannot have a very slouchy. It's basically the ones who are rising up are the ones who are doing justice to the garment. The other thing is when you're doing a ramp show, every show director gives you a brief that this is the show, this is what the show is about, and this is the mood I want. The ones who we take for the openings and closings are the ones who have understood the brief and are able to deliver. A lot of the in-between models will still do their same walk. 2-4 होंगे जो brief के साथ अगर बोला है कि आपका somber appearance है and are able to do it, या बोला है that be extra free, or बोला है that it is more Bollywood, you know, listen to the brief.
Exactly.
And you have to be versatile. You cannot say ये मेरा style है, मैं हर show में यही style करूँगा because I did very well in that. No, you are there as part of a team.
You need to keep surprising people.
You need to see if there is a mood to the show. Every show is a unique concept. You have to be a part of the whole wheel. You cannot be one person standing out doing your own thing when everybody. So that is also important.
I totally agree with you because ये मैं बहुत ज़्यादा personally follow करता हूँ.
Listening to the brief and
every brief I listened carefully. वो song मुझे याद रहता है. उस
Very
song
good.
की हर beat से याद रहती है मुझे.
That is why you are successful.
And more importantly, I change my whole walk according to the mood.
That's what I'm trying to say. That is exactly what I'm
And
saying.
उसके लिए मुझे वहाँ पे available होना पड़ता है. So उस time में कुछ ध्यान नहीं रखता, मैं किसी से बात नहीं करता. मेरा focus actually इस brief में होता है.
That is what I'm trying to say, Xander. There are such few who do that. The rest of them think they're on their phone while the brief is given. They're chatting. They're more interested in a bar जाके चाय पी ले.
But actually they pretend कि इसे cool दिखता है, but वैसा है नहीं कुछ.
नहीं है.
You have to.
You make out on the ramp. You can figure out who's correct and who's wrong. You can pretend all you want, but the correct thing comes out on ramp.
But वो सही जगह पे अगर आप वो pretend करो या I think वो show करो तो उसका benefit होता है. अगर गलत जगह में करोगे तो वो backfire करेगा.
That's
so maybe
true.
शायद choreographers और maybe designers मुझे ये सीरीज ही नहीं है यार. And पर्सनली आई बिलीव जो सीनियर मॉडल्स हैं उन्हें शो बनाने के लिए नहीं, शो बचाने के लिए बुलाया जाता है.
Of course.
ये
So
बहुत
even
बार हुआ
if
है हमारे साथ.
see nowadays also because of a financial reason, हर show में हम बहुत सारे newcomers लेते हैं. One, of course, there's newness, there's freshness, but you cannot put a show together with only new people simply because they don't have the experience of openings, closings, leading lineup, picking up the show if it's dropping. Newcomers will make mistakes. We do very few rehearsals. We don't have days of rehearsal. We do a few hours of rehearsal. So there are the senior models or the more seasoned models, the ones जिनके foundation पे show चलता है. That's why we always have a mix.
Because I have seen most of the time and even also मुझे भी वो opportunities मिली है कि कभी-कभार designers नहीं use करते showstopper and they use model as a showstopper.
Which I think should be correct. I
I've
find
seen
that
Lakshmi,
correct.
Sonalika, Kanishta, sometime me,
Yeah.
Manu is there, Saud is there. Designers को पूरा भरोसा होता है कि यही हमारा close show करेगा या opening. And ये aspiring models में या जो अभी कर रहे हैं, I think उनका ये सपना होता है कि कब
Hoga, you also have bid your time. None of you who are opening and closing started a show with just that.
Yeah.
You also went through the steps. You have proven your worth, is why the designer trusts you or the show director trusts you. Opening and closing of the show is the most crucial part. बाकी तो walk ही walk है. Opening और closing में ही तो drama होता है.
सबसे ज़्यादा
And the drama doesn't mean you overdoing it. Drama means you exhibiting correctly with the light. You're not overwhelmed by it. The music is new. You have to know the cue. You have to know the lighting. You have a lot more to know. And then you walk.
मेरे पास बहुत सारे मैसेजेस आते हैं कि सर मुझे रैम्प करना है, मेरी हाइट ये है एंड मैं कैसे करूँ रैम्प, मैं कैसे फैशन वीक में पार्टिसिपेट करूँ और मुझे क्या प्रोफाइल बनानी चाहिए. तो आप एज अ बिगिनर अगर कोई रैम्प करना चाहता है तो आप मुझे वो 4-5 वो चीज़ें बताओ जो सबसे ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है एज अ बिगिनर के लिए. उसके पास मे भी शायद प्रोफाइल नहीं है, उसने कभी शो नहीं किया, बट उसके पास अच्छी वॉक है, पर्सनालिटीज़ है, बट उसके पास अभी फिलहाल नॉर्मल पोलराइड्स ही होंगे शायद. तो क्या क्या चीज़ ज़रूरी होती है एज अ रैम्प पे अप्रोच करने के लिए?
See, for ramp, the easiest thing is, it is the walk, right? So the first thing is they have to be aware of all the castings that are happening. And because it's a world of Insta, I'm sure, like even if I have a big casting, I don't put it out for many castings because a lot of castings are for a smaller group. But जहाँ मेरा open casting होता है, I try to put it out on Insta.
Basically, आपका Facebook पेज है या ऐसी कोई communities है जो इससे arrange कराती है?
No, you know, that's what we need to start. I want to start that. I haven't done it yet, but let's see.
You should.
You know, I'm like the calendar where I can say, okay, abhi audition iska aur hai, abhi iska. We'll see how that goes. But there is sadly nothing right now. Even me, Xander, when sometimes I'm always urging to look for newer models. I love doing castings because in a casting, sometimes you get to pick someone at the end of the line whom otherwise I may have never known because he doesn't belong. You don't have to be part of an agency. Nowadays, everybody is normally. If you're part of, that's another thing. If you're part of an agency, आपको ज़्यादा चांस मिलता है. I feel as a newcomer because हम agencies के पास जाते हैं. It's easier for us. I speak to an agency, I get 15 models from there, 15 from here, so I get a big selection.
Agency का benefit इसलिए होता है because हर कोई वो marketing करने में इतना ज़्यादा समझदार
The exposure, initial exposure मिल जाता है.
Agencies वगैरह लगी marketing team usually
Yes.
उसका profile circulate करते हैं.
So it's not a bad idea to join an agency is what I would say. But what you have to be aware of is castings because for ramp it is only your walk. And when I'm doing the casting, I'm not even inside. जहाँ पे उनको walk करना है. I'm on the outside telling the models to go into walk. But my eyes are on every model and I'm making my own notes.
Because
Okay, I'm going to call this model for my next.
what we are facing right now is कि बहुत सारे ऐसे मॉडल्स हैं जो मुझे बोलते हैं कि नेक्स्ट कास्टिंग कब हो. रिसेंटली मेरे पास इतने मैसेज आए लोगों की कि लाइक कुटियोर की कास्टिंग कहाँ हो.
नहीं हुई ना.
तो मैं डायरेक्टली आपका नंबर दे नहीं सकता उन्हें. बट आई नीड अ सर्टेन सॉर्ट ऑफ पोर्टल बिकॉज पहले कुटियोर इस चीज़ की कास्टिंग FDCI करता था.
We used to do it.
मैं आई थिंक फैशन रिव्यू में सिलेक्ट हुआ हूँ. आई थिंक आप ही थे वहाँ पे. मेरा फर्स्ट शो आई थिंक इनके साथ ही हुआ था जिसमें मैं आई थिंक 1 घंटा लेट था. वो मेरा पहला वाज वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस एंड आई थिंक आई वाज वेरी न्यू इन द सिटी तो मुझे नहीं पता था. बट दैट्स वेरी स्वीट ऑफ हर एंड इस चीज़ के लिए मैं ऑलवेज थैंकफुल रहूँगा.
No, it's your own destiny that takes you.
नहीं बट वो डेस्टिनी में अगर आपने नहीं दिखाया होता तो आई थिंक वो फिर कहीं
It worked out. It's your destiny, you got it.
And then उसके बाद I think my first Amazon selections is got by FDCI 2016. उस टाइम राइड्स चल रहे थे पंजाब हरियाणा के एंड लोग आपको एक्सक्यूज भी दे रहे थे लेट आने का कि मैं बस में चढ़ के आया हूँ, मैं पैदल चल के आया हूँ, मैं ट्रेन के ऊपर चढ़ के आया हूँ. एंड आई थिंक तब भी 3000 लोग आ गए थे और उसमें से आई थिंक सिर्फ 10 सेलेक्ट किए.
Yeah, 10-15 boys.
10-15 boys selected.
But at least it used to be an open. Mr. Sethi used to be very particular. In fact, we had a height criteria, and he would say, "No, whoever's made the effort to come, at least let him walk once." We would have serpentine queues going out on the road. So many people would come.
गोविंदपुरी मेट्रो तक लाइन लगी थी.
वो यही बोलते थे नहीं एक एक चांस सबको दो आप, वापस मत भेजो किसी को. So that was great about him. But yes, those kind of castings need to happen. Maybe I should start that once a year.
You should.
Once a year I should do a casting of girls and of boys and pick my 15-20 models to share with everybody else. Maybe.
That is our main priorities because shoots के लिए they have a platforms. They reach out the agencies and all. कुछ ऐसे models भी हैं जो freelance कर रहे हैं. Maybe नहीं comfortable है वो agency के साथ. बट उन्हें शोज करने, लोगों को शूट से ज्यादा शोज करने हैं. बजट का कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
So I was going to say there's more money in shoot, but
there
there's
is
a
money,
different
but,
energy in a show.
In a show is a different energy and you get a really good exposure also. मैंने ऐसे नहीं कि मैंने shoots, मैंने काफी बजट के shoots किए हैं, but मुझे सबसे ज्यादा exposures RAM से मिला है. The whole industry knows me because only for the RAM.
That's interesting to know. I'm so focused on ramp, I don't know so much about shoots.
So one of the favorite thing in modeling is only RAM, and I made myself in build in that way कि यार I'll be dominating in this.
Well, you did. Touch wood, you did well.
But
you worked hard for it. That is what you should tell everybody. You have worked hard for it. It doesn't come easy. It doesn't just come.
And that is the biggest reason we have started this channel. कि एटलीस्ट हम ये सब एस्पायरिंग मॉडल्स को ये सारी बातें पहुंचाएं एंड डेफिनेटली ऑडिशंस का कैसे सॉर्ट आउट करें.
So let talk and talk start this casting. Let's do it. Let's give out a date and fix it.
For sure.
One day I would love to help y'all because I get to meet new models and I love that. We should do that.
अब जो मॉडल्स कर रहे हैं या बिगिनर्स हैं, आप मुझे बताओ कि उन्हें क्या अमाउंट मार्केट रेट के अकॉर्डिंगली चार्ज करना चाहिए जो फेयर लगे, जो ऐसा लगे कि हाँ दिस इज आपको स्टार्टिंग में इतना चार्ज करना चाहिए. अगर आप थोड़ा बहुत कुछ शोज आपने कर लिए तो कैसे मैं अपनी बजट को इंक्रीज कराऊं या कैसे हो.
See, firstly what I'll say is if you really want to be a model and you are getting a chance to be not about an individual show but you're getting a chance to be part of a platform like Couture Week or Lakme or whatever big fashion weeks, it's okay even to do it for free. It is okay because you are getting that platform. Once you've done a couture week, look at what comes onto your folio. So first and foremost, don't bring finances into it. But that's only that one chance. If you feel you've done a show for a designer free, and then the next year again he's asking you to do it for free, say no, because then he's taking advantage. That first time you were taking advantage because you wanted an entry
You have to build your
in.
profile first. Yeah.
You wanted that entry, so do it for free. Don't fight for money. Okay, then there are different finances in Delhi and in Bombay, even for RAM. Apparently, Delhi is cheaper for me to book models. Starting rates are, of course, free first, and then about 7,000, 8,000 is what we pay a newcomer model. Then in Bombay, it starts only at 10, 12,000 is what I feel. It doesn't even start at 7, 8, which I think is a little unfair because if there's a newcomer, there's a lot more. We do big shows. You're taking in a newcomer on a risk. What if that person spoils your show? So anyway, that's one thing. How you increase your fee. It's very important that you increase your fee only based on demand. If you're a newcomer model, आपने shows किए, आपको 2 shows मिले, 4 shows मिले, 6 shows मिले, you're going on getting work, you're getting the recognition, hike your fee. But if you and me have joined together and I'm getting lots of work and you're my friend and I've said पता है अब मैं 8,000 से now I've started charging 12, you cannot say मैं भी 12 करूँगा. Are you getting the same number of shows? Is your demand so much? No.
That's the whole point.
So you can hike your fee based on your demand. And whenever you hike a fee, at least for RAM, it cannot happen कि I've called you and you say, oh but आज से तो मेरा show rate ये है. No. You have to inform us beforehand because we put budgets and we slot models and all of that.
So what is the criteria? Do they want to send a mail, WhatsApp?
Nowadays it is basically WhatsApp. Mail is the best way because it's a written document. Send out. It's one day that you say, okay, whatever that, like today is, it's July. Okay, from August 15th, I have been charging this much. Now from August 15th, my fee is going to be this much. I would love to work with you. Send out a WhatsApp, send out a message, email, same thing to everybody. Set a date and say from this date onwards, this is what it's going to be. And you can. We know in every 6 months, people hike up their fee.
But usually it's like, I believe मैं जो अभी करता हूँ working with fashion weeks, तो मुझे ये पता है कि FDCI के साथ every 6 months I have to increase my 20%. तो आई राइट इट डाउन मेल कि नेक्स्ट सीजन से मेरा बजट ये होगा, व्हाटएवर इज कंफर्टेबल, एंड बाद में एंड में जो भी हमारी बात होती है
Yes. Keep it one-on-one. That's the other thing. When it comes to finances, sadly, there's no union for models. Each one is on their own. And again, very sadly, for the male models especially, I don't know why, but you tend to take a cheaper model. I'm not talking about the ones who are established, but when you want the newer ones, you'll tend to take the cheaper one over the better one. I don't know why, but that's how it is. So don't discuss your fee with everyone. It's your individual thing, what you've done. Don't work for free too often. Do it only to get an entry into somewhere. After that, out of respect, the other person who's hiring you also should respect you. You're devoting your time, you're traveling, you're coming and spending a day. That has to be compensated. So you should charge money. But again, you maybe now being a senior can say, okay, every 6 months I can hike. Sure, but not the newer ones. They have to see what their demand is. Okay, you may do this couture week. After couture week, are you getting work? If you're going on getting work, that means yes, I've been recognized. Now I'm in the industry. So now I will hike up my rate. And you do it.
But I found that mostly female models are more professional than male models.
Why? You answer that
industry.
question, Mr. Male Model.
No, but I'm
Why?
saying कि because ये मैंने देखा है बहुत सिलेक्टिव मेल मॉडल्स हैं जो इस चीज़ को बहुत प्रोफेशनल के थ्रू से कर रहे हैं. They are very particular about their job, very particular about their budgets. I have seen the peoples also जिनसे मैंने सीखा है, ज़्यादा लोगों से नहीं सीखा, but जिनसे उसमें फीमेल मॉडल्स भी हैं. I've learned from Manu, I've learned from Lakshmi, I learned from Sonalika to how to manage yourself. तो ये सीखना प्रोसेस तो अभी सबकी तरफ से था. तो कुछ ना किसी मुझे लक्ष्मी ने बताया था ये कि how you can hike your budgets and all. Then I confirm with FDC, I confirm with Lakme, but then I usually start following it.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Our industry is actually quite sweet. The seniors are very warm towards the juniors. They're not bitchy and mean and bullies. They're not. It's a very nice industry. People think of it wrongly, but people do help each other. But you pick and choose whom you want to talk to, na? You can't talk to everybody. Make a small circle. Always respect the senior. And like you're saying, there are only very few who are professional, but aren't those the only ones who are still surviving?
Yeah, they're still...
The ones who don't take it seriously come and go.
They are still dominating the market.
Yeah.
And for a reason.
Because they're taking it seriously.
Yeah. It doesn't matter कि like you have a good face, maybe there is something else who's better than this. मैंने लड़कों से ज़्यादा लड़कियों से सीखा है मैंने.
That's good.
like,
well, you guys cannot deny women are a superior
मैंने
sex.
बहुत ज़्यादा observe किया. I know Sonalika have a really good connections. She's damn good off the ramp also.
Yeah.
She know how to maintain her social life and everything.
Yeah. Sonalika can be, I mean, she's a dear friend. She's someone I would turn to. If I'm in trouble anywhere, she'll stop everything and come and help you. That is Sonalika Sahai. I love her on the ramp also. She's great.
बाहर से जो मॉडलिंग में नहीं है, जो बनना भी चाहते हैं, मुझे लगता है कि मॉडल्स की लाइफ बहुत ग्लिट्स एंड ग्लैम है, बहुत ट्रैवल करते हैं, हाई फैशन, अच्छे क्लोथ्स एंड ऑलवेज इन अ पार्टी. बट रियलिटी क्या है?
Well, there is a non-glamorous side to modeling. That is the reality. What we show on the outside is not what it is on the inside. Having said that, I love the fashion industry because everybody is trying to put their best. Everybody is in the best shape. So it's a very nice atmosphere that way. Creativity to its height. Because designer अपनी creativity दिखा रहा है, show director अपनी creativity दिखा रहा है, makeup artist is being creative, the stage is creative, everything is so creative. So the output is spectacular. To create that, there are tough days that have gone into it. Talking from the model's perspective, there is a rehearsal. You may be called in at early in the morning. Because we rehearse so little, it's a tough rehearsal. You have to know what you have to do. You may be walking twice in 50 garments. But in both times that you're walking, you have to know what you're doing. You cannot mess up the show. You have to know who's before you, who's after you, what your music cue is, what is the lineup, what is the finale walk. You have to have your notes. Likho, especially when you're new. The lingo is slightly different. If you're totally new to the industry, you may not understand. Come as a body, come in a diagonal, shadow each other. There's certain terminology. You may not understand it. Write it down. Then go to the people who are called backstage managers and ask them. Don't be shy of asking, at least in my shows, don't be shy of asking the backstage manager, I didn't understand this. Can I show you this is what I did? Can you tell me if I'm right or wrong? I'll do it. I'll do it 5 times for you. I'll do it 10 times for you so that you're perfect. When we finish the full rehearsal, so pay attention. If you don't understand terminology, ask later. Write down what your cues are. Make diagrams. So the rehearsal is tedious.
जो कि हमने भी किया है, right? Initially years में तो मैंने भी write down किया है.
A lot of times when you have shows with multiple entries, अभी भी I will bring in a sheet of paper or I'll tell you all, write it on. अब तो phone पे notes पे लिखते हैं. Diagram बनाओ. I also do it. If you see my cue sheet, it has many diagrams and things written because I also have to know what the show is. Likewise, you also have to know. So pay attention. Then you go straight into hair and makeup after that. Then you ask to change because then you have, nowadays everybody has shoots backstage. So it's a long day. It's not like you come in and you chill and you go to a vanity. There's no vanity room for models. Sometimes, sadly for male models, you know,
green room
yes, we do not even have a green room for
By the
a male
time show
model.
ends, सबको हमारे अंडरवेयर का कलर पता होता है कौन सा ब्रांड पहनना है.
But nobody is interested. But yes.
नहीं, मुझे एक दो बार टॉट मारा था किसी ने तो मुझे लाइक हाउ डू यू लाइक क्या बताएं छोड़ो.
Yeah.
बट आई थिंक इसका एक बेनिफिट भी मिलता है आगे जाके.
क्या?
क्योंकि समटाइम आई बिलीव शो का रिहर्सल का टाइम हमें मिलता नहीं, तो समटाइम कोरियोग्राफर्स जानती है कि हाँ ये मॉडल है जो कर लेगा स्टार्टिंग का, तो दे यूजुअली पुट दोज मॉडल कि यार दिस इज द रिस्पॉन्सिबल मॉडल, मैं इसको दे दूं.
Exactly.
तो बाकी चीज हल्का सा वो ब्रीफ कर देती है कि आपको जाके ये
Straight
रैप
walk,
करना है,
straight
ये
and
करना है.
back.
बट उसके बाद वो उसमें हमें आई थिंक मैजिक डालना पड़ता है.
Yeah.
तो वो आई थिंक उस एक्सपीरियंस से आता है जो हम इनिशियल एज में हम करते हैं. ये मेरे साथ हुआ है बहुत बार. आई फॉर्चुनेट कि आई थिंक अगर वो पहले ही मैंने वो सीखा नहीं होता तो ये मुझे अब काम नहीं आता.
Exactly. You've paid attention, Xander. That's been your biggest quality. So all I want to say is for a model, the day of the show is a tedious day. It's like you work a full day. There are no hours. There's no shifts. You could be working from 6 in the morning and then finishing your show at 11, 12 at night and then have another shoot or a flight the next morning. Sometimes you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, take a flight, go in, do fittings, do the show, sleep at about 12, again wake up at 3 o'clock with only 3-4 hours of sleep. But you do it. The advantage is it's not every day. It's not a 9 to 5 job. It's not a 5-day week job. So you put in those extra hours. Give it your best because you know after these 3-4 days, yes, you'll get a chance to sleep. But जब आते हैं, कर लो ना मेहनत. Put your effort in.
Exactly.
And then there are times, I feel, see there's a lot of times I face with models is, where is the food? What is this to eat? Why? Yes, we are supposed to provide you food. But you are a human being. Look after yourself for food. I will give you food as a team. अगर नहीं है, don't beg for it. Organize your own food. It's not the be all and end all of life. On the turnaround, even models shouldn't behave so, like they're big stars and thing all the time. I want to say this on camera.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because they do. Sometimes they get really nasty about food. If you don't like what I fed, you don't eat it.
As she said, ये बाहर से लगता है glitz and glam है, but it's a hardcore profession.
It's hard work. It's hard-earned money.
It's a
Very
hardcore
hard-earned money.
profession.
It's good money, but it's hard-earned money.
Yes, it's a show business. You have to be ready because you sign for it. And
Yeah.
I think इसके लिए आपको सोना, खाना, पीना सब बोलो, काम पे फोकस करो.
Yes, you're right.
बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक्स है सभी मॉडल्स के लिए कि कई बार क्या होता है इंडिया में बहुत सारे बड़े बड़े डिजाइनर्स हैं. गौरव गुप्ता है, मनीष मल्होत्रा है, सब्यसाची मुखर्जी हैं, रोहित बाल, वरुण बहल, जे वलाया, टीटी, तरुण तैलानी. सो सबके कोई ना कोई अलग क्राइटेरिया रहते हैं मॉडल्स को चूज करने के लिए. किसी को किस तरह के मॉडल्स पसंद आते हैं, कुछ डिजाइनर्स को कुछ अलग तरह के मॉडल्स पसंद आते हैं. तो कई बार ऑडिशन में लोग जाते हैं और अगर किसी पर्टिकुलर डिजाइनर ने आपको नहीं लिया शो या शूट के लिए तो डिसहार्टन होने की जरूरत नहीं. तो आज हम वो जानना चाहेंगे कि अलग अलग डिजाइनर्स की क्या चॉइसेस हैं स्पेसिफिकली, ताकि आप चूज करके उनके शो में जा सकते हो. जैसे अगर आप तरुण तैलानी के क्राइटेरिया में फिट बैठते हैं, सो यू कैन चूज टू बी इन फ्रंट ऑफ हिम समहाउ.
You're right. Every designer.
टीटी की व्हाट काइंड ऑफ मॉडल्स टीटी लाइक?
TT does beautiful clothes and he loves what he makes. His biggest criteria is the model strong enough to show my garment well, Poojan? That's how he'll talk, And so for him, that's very, very important that the model is tall, the model has a straighter posture, be it girl or boy. Now, TT does a lot of sherwani. So for him, the look has to be for boys, nice strong shoulders, people who can carry sherwanis. People have the poise for that. Girls also have to have nice strong shoulders because he does a lot of drapey garments. Everything rests on the shoulder. So straight, strong, tall models is what he likes.
Fair, dusky.
Loves them both. He doesn't care.
Gaurav Gupta.
Gaurav Gupta does very crafted garment. Also, he's a younger, trendier designer. So for boys, he wants the younger boys, as young as they can be. Fresher boys, he's not keen on taking the very big established boys. He likes to bring in a newness. He likes to show this is a GG boy. Now the boy is associated with my brand. He likes that. And he manages to find that. So they will search on Insta, the whole team, and find people like that. The girls have to have, again, great poise. Their garments are heavy and very, very crafted. So not everyone can wear the garments. Can be new models, but people who can carry garments well.
Sabyasachi Mukherjee.
Sabya doesn't do ramp so much.
पहले करते थे,
हाँ,
करता था.
जब करते थे, Sabya
a lot
was...
of his shows.
Yeah, he does only shoots now. He hasn't been doing ramp. The only ramp he did recently was with all the models he's worked before. So he is not looking for newer models. He's on a different tangent. And for him, it is more about shoots. And in the shoots, what's become a trend now is if you've done a Sabya shoot, you get a lot more work.
True.
He's reached a level where his brand means a lot. A lot of times you will say, oh, you know what? Let's take this one. She was in Sabya shoot. He was in Sabya shoot. So he's become a brand, and he has gotten a lot of new people. He's gotten in a lot of inclusivity. He's the one who started with the bigger models.
Varun Bahel.
Varun Bahel does nice clothes. He needs a mix of seasoned and of course the newer boys. Varun is a very social person. So I think even when he is socially meeting people, he is networking. He's keeping his eyes open. He's searching. So he may pick models from there too.
Shivan Naresh.
Shivan and Naresh is all about great bodies, because they do a lot of swimwear. So they obviously need toned great bodies. They like their models thin. So international trend right now for boys and for girls is very thin.
Very thin.
So they like the models like that.
And
they don't have to be names.
Any color preference? Dusky, dark? Both?
No preference. I don't think they have so much of a height criteria also, because it's swimwear. And they'll only throw on a sarong, or they'll throw on, so for them height doesn't even matter. The person has to be cool and comfortable because you're wearing so little and yet looking glamorous.
JJ Valaya.
JJ Valaya does beautiful couture clothes. His girls have to be very beautiful. They don't have to be too flat-chested or thin. They should be good. He likes an Indian body. A nice curvy Indian body is what he prefers more. Even in men, he likes them broad. He does only sherwanis. And he loves to throw on turban. So even when we suggest models, he also has to visualize in his head, will a turban, not everybody can carry a turban. So for him, for men, they have to be strong shoulders and a nice face. He likes bearded guys. Like Tarun Taryani doesn't like bearded guys. He likes his boys clean shaven. Whereas JJ likes bearded guys. So everybody changes.
Rohit Gandhi, Rahul Khanna.
Just the way they are. As funky and as crazy as the girl is, they love them more. That's how they are.
Yeah.
Their clothes are so cool. Right. You need to have that funky energy to carry them off. I mean, you go for a fitting, Rahul has so much energy. The designer has so much energy that you also want to do that. So he will pick very, very funky, but great bodies.
Rohit Bal.
Oh my God, my most favorite. Yeah. Rohit Bal always wanted very, very tall models because his garments would be long and flowy, and he would want his models to this is girls, he would want his models to always do a lot of twirls and turns to show the amount of volume in his garments. So his models were always very, very tall. He was always very picky on the look. He always wanted very pretty girls. Also, he hasn't done a show in a while, so I don't know how open he is to inclusivity. There was no inclusivity at that time. So they were all very pretty and tall girls. And boys, all the boys who are Rohit Bal's friends, who are also actually models. It's not that they're just friends. They're all models. They all walk the ramp. But they're all Rohit Bal's boys. They party together, they work together.
Rahul Mishra.
Rahul Mishra does fabulous clothes. So soft and lovely. I love Rahul Mishra and Divya anyway. I love their whole team also. I think their clothes are as soft and lovely as they themselves are. Everything about them is very soft and lovely. They just want to, they're very particular actually, they change a lot. Sometimes they want models, like last couture week, it was only about very young people because their collection was like that.
Yeah.
Whereas this time, when I was speaking to the team, I haven't seen the collection, but they didn't want only trendy younger people. They wanted, I think they're doing a more Indian collection. We'll see it when it comes. But they wanted female models who can carry Indian clothes. They wanted male models who can carry Indian clothes. They didn't want only the international trendy look. So I guess they change with the tide. They move according to their collection. They're not fixated, which is nice.
इंडिया में बहुत सारे बड़े बड़े डिजाइनर्स हैं. अलग अलग डिजाइनर्स की क्या चॉइसेस हैं स्पेसिफिकली, ताकि आप चूज करके उनके शो में जा सकते हो. अगर किसी लड़के की बियर्ड है तो उनको किस डिजाइनर की कास्टिंग पे जाना चाहिए?
A lot of designers, especially talking about couture, sherwanis and bearded guys always go together. So JJ Valaya, Varun Bahel will be okay with it. There are a lot of designers who don't have a problem. In fact, in the middle, bearded guys were the in thing. Now the trend is changing. But who else? What other designers do we know? Take some names and I can tell you. I work with so many that I tend to forget. The non-bearded ones will be
Rajesh Pratap Singh.
Rajesh Pratap wouldn't mind. He likes non-conformative, like someone who's different, someone who's straight. Abu Jani loves bearded, hairy guys. Like some designers will tell the men to be, be clean. They don't mind. They like manly boys. That's Abu Jani.
If a boy is not that fit, थोड़ा सा healthier side पे है या कुछ ज़्यादा ही muscular है, कौन से designers prefer कर सकते हैं?
See, right now, that comes into inclusivity now. If you are over chest 40 inches, a lot of people may not take you. A lot of boys go to the gym and bulk themselves up so much.
Yeah.
Their shoulders and their chest is so big that you don't fit into the clothes anymore. Your bicep, your shoulder and your chest. Designers don't make clothes for that size. A garment has to be made specifically for you. So avoid doing that. If you feel, yes, that's me, I want to be a bodybuilder and I want to walk the ramp, you can, but then you will have to wait your chance. So stay within 40 inches.
Any designers, like, can you pick the name who will not mind taking
See, Kunal Rawal will always want an
unconventional?
He is beautiful with inclusivity.
Kunal.
He does a lot of menswear. He loves versatility. In fact, by the way, if you all know of a beautiful plus size male model, I need a number. I cannot find a single nice plus size male model to walk the ramp.
Guys, if you fit in that criteria of a plus size, beautiful male model, you can ping us.
Now, I want to specify, when you say plus size, you still have to be a model. You can't be just flipping, flopping. I want a cool guy. It's not necessary that if you're big, you can't be cool. You can be really cool. I'm looking for you. I really don't have a plus size male model in Delhi. I don't. I desperately wanted him for Couture Week and I couldn't find one.
A girl is very skinny, then what kind of design?
Works beautifully. Shivana Naresh, Akaro, Lovebirds, all the younger, trendier people who are a little more offbeat. I think more for Pret. Couture designers will not want very thin models because they are making bridal wear. And bridal wear needs a bit of meat.
And if the girl is not very skinny, then
Same like the boys. Again, I'm looking for a beautiful plus size female model. I have found a few. But now what's happening? If you're an inclusive model, there will be a season where everybody will want you. And then you will feel, okay, great, now I've arrived. I'm going to make this my career. I'm going to do this. But what happens is, because you're inclusive, your flavor runs out for one season. Then the next season, I suggest, they'll say, no, but she was overexposed. Now I want someone else. I want my own inclusive model. I want that newness. So that you have to watch out. Then you have to branch out. Okay, let me go ahead and to shoot. So expand yourself. If you're an inclusive model, you cannot base it only on ramp. You have to push yourselves to different avenues to survive.
if the girl is having a very strong features, bit of androgynous, then
We love Kunal Rawal, RPS, loves androgynous.
Shivan Naresh,
Shivana Naresh could work, yes. They could work with that.
Shantanu Nikhil.
Shantanu Nikhil, definitely. Love the
Shantanu
androgynous
Nikhil,
models because they have fabulous garments to fit that kind of a look. They're always looking for androgynous.
And
So there are a lot. There are a lot.
there are a lot.
For androgynous models, there's a lot. We also have a lot of few male models who are willing to do cross-dressing, which also we will see in Couture Week now. I have one model doing that. Where you are a male model, but you're okay to wear a female
We have
outfit.
seen the Siddharth Titler show last time.
Yes, that was a fashion trend, right? Male people wearing a skirt. But I think now they want to put a male model in a proper
The
female
proper
outfit.
female outfit.
Like we've done. Even last year for Kunal Rawal, there were girls wearing boys' clothes. He designs menswear, but he put girls. You see, we have a lot of male models who are very dusky, right?
Right.
I would say they're beautiful, chocolate Indian
True.
skin. You guys are fair. Y'all have it easy. Most design, and it's very sad, but that's how it is, that the fairness,
Matters.
we may
Big.
say whatever, but it still matters. We have a lot of beautifully turned out dark boys. Just like girls. Girls, I think, still get work. Very tough for the dark skinned boys to get work, but there are designers who want them. There is work for everyone. I think it's fabulous to have a dark skinned model. They're okay to take someone internationally who's dark, but not Indian who's dark. There's very few designers who do that.
How to become a supermodel?
You have to be very consistent. As a model, you always have to be fit. You can never slip on your physical form. You have to be versatile. You have to be able to deliver what a designer or a show director is asking for. That is why they'll take you back, right? How you become a supermodel is the amount of work you get, not the number of years. But has everybody in the season used you? Then from nobody, by the end of one season, you're suddenly right on top. Why? Because everybody has had a click with you. That depends on you and the personality you bring. Be professional from the word go. Don't let down anybody on timings. Don't make silly excuses about timings. Flat ho gaya tire, ye ho gaya, wo ho gaya. Be professional. Be there before you are called for. That's the first thing. When you are there at your job, from the time you are there on someone's time. Be attentive to it. If there's a fitting, don't make a noise about why am I sitting, what am I doing. You're there for a fitting. Wait your turn. When you're given an outfit, outfit. However silly or stupid you may find it, do not make comments about it. Be professional, stand in the outfit, be professional at all times. Then we go on to the show day. Reach at the right time, be there at the right time, do your rehearsal well, don't make a mistake. Basically, be so disciplined, be so perfect, and of course, on the ramp, be so perfect that they have to keep calling you back. You're a supermodel only if you're called back and back and back by every designer. And every season, we will have this 1 or 2 models who will be new, and everyone is talking about them, and everyone wants them for a shoot, for the magazine. So be that model, and you can be that model. You have to have the confidence.
We'll end up this video.
Yeah.
I hope you like this content. And at the same time, if you guys have any doubts, questions, drop a mail or drop a comment or ask anytime. Feel free. See you. Goodbye for the next episode.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.